Hello Internet, so as you may or may not know from whether or not you were paying attention during my videos last week, I talked a lot about this holiday that happened on Thursday. What this holiday was the 70th anniversary day of the victory of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression. Yes, that is the actual name of the holiday. So I decided that in the spirit of this holiday that happened on the 3rd of September, I would give you a breakdown of the history of this holiday on the 7th of September. It's the 7th, right? So let's go right into it. So in 1937, 2 years before the outbreak of World War II in Europe, World War II had already begun in Asia when Japan attacked China. Initially, they invaded the region of Manchuria, which is where the current dynasty of China, the Qing dynasty, had come from. So the Qing dynasty, they weren't actually native to China. They weren't Han Chinese, which is what the native people of China are called. They were Manchus or Manchurians. So Japan wanted to conquer this region, which they did pretty easily. And then from there, they wanted to set up a base where they could attack the rest of China. And as you can tell, China is pretty big. So what happened was, Japan was like, yeah, let's just march all the way down here into China, Shanghai, and actually, let's see how we do. Hong Kong, Thailand. I hit Thailand. Okay, so basically what Japan was like, we were going to invade Manchuria. Manchuria's there. And from Manchuria, they wanted to go down and take Shanghai over there on the east coast of China, kind of in the middle. I don't know if you can see through this video, but yeah, they're here on the east coast of China. And from there, they actually went and took Hong Kong. Hong Kong's over there, by the way. So what they basically did was they launched this huge, massive invasion, and they couldn't take over all of China, obviously, because they didn't have enough people. But then they took China, and a lot of places in China, but then around the middle of the 1940s, there were two new parties in China, right? One actually wasn't new, it was formed way back when the Qing dynasty was toppled in 1911-ish. That party in English is known as the Nationalist Party. In Chinese, it's known as the Kuomintang Party, which is what we're going to call it, or the KMT, which is what you might call it. During the 1940s, another party appeared in China, which you may have heard a few things about in the news over the last couple of months due to the falling East Asian economy. It's called the Chinese Communist Party, and they were formed in the 1940s, and they hated the nationalists. Obviously. It's like another inter-party conflict relationship that we see. I wonder what country I'm talking about. So anyway, what happened was they started fighting each other, but then they were like, hey, guys, you know, since we will probably end up destroying each other, how about we just team up and kill the Japanese first and just completely knock them out of our country, and then we can fight each other and kill each other and drive one of us out into Taiwan. And then both parties was like, yeah, that seems like a good idea. After we're done crushing the Japanese, we'll kill the crap out of you. So anyway, what happened was that the two parties joined forces, combined resources, got very, very little aid against the Japanese until the Japanese decided to be dumb and freaking bomb Pearl Harbor. So basically what happened was that the Chinese finally managed to kick out the Japanese on guess what day? September 3rd, 1945. And last Thursday was September 3rd, 2015. And this holiday, this one-time holiday, was the 70th anniversary of the Japanese surrender. Anyway, that's it for this video. For those of you who are watching, thank you for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. By the way, quick PS note, you might have seen that I changed the name of this thing from 30 Days of September to Month of Doom, because this is killing me.